Hello world! It's all going pear-shaped to HRTV. My video capture on the phone, but hopefully you can hear. Everybody can hear.
We're live.
We are live now.
Yep.
Yes. Hello everyone. Let's get the comments up. Comments on there. Who we got in yet? Okay. Yeah, we've got a few in. We'll go around the boards first of all. We've got Luke on first. Good evening, Luke.
Evening, Lee.
Evening. So, what are you going to talk about tonight? Because you've taken a game in, haven't you, over the weekend? Is that right? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I watched Mansfield at the weekend. Basically, my own choice. I thought I'd go and find a match to watch because literally Forest weren't playing, so Mansfield was a better guess as any. So I thought Nigel Clough had got Mansfield sorted out at the back. They looked very kind of strong and organised, and they took the game to them in the first half and scored 2 goals. And then they were just unlucky to concede from a set piece, but it's work in progress for them. I was a bit confused to know which one was at the top and which one was at the bottom, to be honest.
Right. What was the final score of that one? Sorry, what was the final score?
Mansfield won 2-1.
Mansfield won 2-1. Okay. Well, what did you watch that on?
I watched it on the I Follow Stags. I bought the £10 pass as a one-off purchase.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. Next to you is Jake Punk, Chef 41, Sheffield Wednesday.
Good evening, all. Very good week 4. We finally got a manager. A lot of fans are not happy with the appointment because it's been Tony Pulis, but I think for right now, he's probably the best person to get into the team. He'll stabilise them and make us hard to beat. It won't be lovely football, but no one can go into the ground and watch it, so no one can criticise it. So that's how I see it. But he knows what he's doing. He's done it well in this league before, and out of all the options we have when Sol Campbell was getting blasted about the job, I'd rather have Tony Pulis.
Yeah, he's not a bad. He's kind of steady, isn't he?
He knows what he's doing, and he's already got Westwood back into the training first team, which he's been isolated out of it for ages. So it sounds like he might be getting his spot back as number 1, which will really make us tight at the back. And it'll just be nice for everyone to have a clean slate, but God help if anyone comes in late for a training session, they're going to get ripped a new one because I think they're not going to be used to having a hard taskmaster like Tony Pulis.
No, they're not. Different times for Sheffield Wednesday. Do you think he'll get you out of the... Well, you were getting yourself out of it anyway, weren't you, really?
We were slowly getting ourselves out of it, but one win in 2020 at home, then you got the not really playing well. Like Gary Monk had 6 wins out of 32 or 33 or something stupid like that. So it wasn't good enough. Right time to on second international break before everything starts slipping, and hopefully a new manager bounce will help us push us up. It's one of those signings. The fans are not happy. They wanted someone a bit more with the sexy football, but at the way we are, we can't ask for anything better than Tony Pulis, really.
Okay, very good. Exciting times. Below you, we have got Gogsy in. He's got a massive smile on his face tonight.
Hello, everyone.
Scotland are in the Euros.
Absolutely. We completely deserved it as well for once. And we have qualified for a major tournament. And what better way to play the English as well in June? But that's all to look forward to in June. But the work is not done yet. We've got to go to Israel on Wednesday and make sure we win so we can get a place potentially in the playoffs for the World Cup in Qatar as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you must be kind of buzzing. They'll going into it feeling good. Well, it would have been different if you'd have lost, I think. I think you've got a chance.
If Scotland beat them in the Euro, can Gogsley not come on because we're all going to be hiding?
I'm here to lighten it up. Come on.
Yeah, we're going to touch on England later. I'm sure we've all watched the England game, but we'll certainly talk a little bit more about the Scottish game because we didn't see it, but it was a penalty shootout, wasn't it? You got through.
Yeah, scored all 5 penalties.
You did, which is good.
Never in doubt.
I was watching it on text with Jane. I was saying, bloody hell, nobody ever missed one from, you see Scotland 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. I'm thinking, just don't miss. I got to 5 and I'm just there, but please, God, miss this one. And when they won, I knew you'd be going mental. So
I think we can teach you a thing or two about penalties.
Oh, God. Well, on both of my teams, Blackpool and England, both garbage at penalties. I hate penalty shootouts completely. But have you been drinking the whole weekend through? What's it like up in Scotland? Has it been like
carnival atmosphere up here? Like, I would like to ask the chat the question: can you boogie? If you know, you know. That's the thing. But yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, next to you, we've got One Rovers Vlogs. Tell us all about your channel. We've got a new vlogger in. Bristol Rovers, is that right?
Yeah, Bristol Rovers fan. Do previews, live streams, vlogs, etc. Get interaction with other fans. So yeah, I've been doing it for just over a year now.
Right.
Yeah, going really well. Good interaction with everyone.
Brilliant. Okay, so I do believe that you played Fleetwood. Did you on the weekend? Is that right?
Yeah.
Sat next
to Fleetwood at home.
Smile on his face. And what's been the outcome of the Fleetwood game? Tell us all about it from a Bristol Rovers point of view.
So yeah, basically lost 4-1, and then pretty much straight after the game, our manager Ben Garner got sacked. So yeah, it was. I mean, he shouldn't have been appointed in the first place, but he got sacked pretty much straight after. His record speaks for itself: 6 wins in 36 games since he came in last season. He's been in. What's that?
Not
sorry?
Great.
Is he related to Gary Monk? It sounds like a similar record.
Yeah, it's been awful.
It was time to go. Was the football
he's gone now? Looking for another manager.
Right. Okay.
Football was awful. He was brought in. He was talking about all this passing and and it was just awful. His tactics were awful. It was clueless. So yeah, but now waiting for a new manager. So we'll see.
Time to go. Time to go.
Yeah, time to go.
Fuck off. Right, he's gone. So we shall move on to a happier chap sat next to you, Ben from Cod Vlogs.
Hello, you're right. Yeah, good win. Good win.
What was it easy against Rovers?
I know you meant it.
Oh, very good win. We were superb, and again, 2 good goals before half time. The first one, 35 yards out, good strike, spun a bit. Should the keeper have done better? Yeah, but spun 3 or 4 times in the air. We got the goal. Then after that, complete dominance. Madden scored a lovely goal to make it 2-0. And then Bristol Rovers came with a plan, 2-0. They had the win then with them. And waiting at half time, I'll be honest, I was pretty devastated at half time. We're 2-0 up away from home. Should be 3 or 4-0. The keeper's made a couple of terrific saves. They come out, score. Well, then it's kind of, we bring Roster back on, bring Evans on, and they change the game for us. They really do. Evans gives us that hold-up play that maybe players can't give. He makes those runs into the channels. Roster just works so hard as a defensive midfielder. Then we get a goal through Camps. He just delightfully chipped it into the top corner. Did he mean it? No idea, but a goal's a goal. And 4-1, Evans, cruise control, up to 8. 11 goals in the last 5. And that makes it 4 wins out of 5. Plymouth who are playing tonight, we've got them on Saturday. And very happy being a Fleetwood fan right now. And I said it on BBC Radio Lancashire. Would I have any other squad over ours? No. Would I have any other manager over ours? No. I think we are one of the best teams in the league. I really do believe that. And whoever wants to come at us because, you're gonna have to be one of the best to beat us, and Charlton proved it when they beat us. Harkins got a bit lucky, but on to the next 3 or 4 games now, and hopefully we can kick on from this recent form.
Yeah, it's looking very good for Fleetwood, isn't it? You're playing really well. When have we got you? It's not long off, is it? When do we play?
So I said it. I think we'll win 3. I think we'll get 10 points out of the next 5, but I still think we'll lose to you 1-0. I just every time I play you, I don't think of it. It's just for me, Blackpool at home. Just another League One game. I don't care what some of our fans think. You might think I think it's a big derby. I don't care. I want to beat you like I want to beat any other team. Just another League One game. It's just another League One game against a team that are 8 miles away. And not for a tram stop in Blackpool, we're not doing too bad that we finished about 55 points ahead of you last year, Lee.
It's a local derby, no matter what you say it is.
It's a local derby, but if you think it's a rivalry, no, it's not for me. And I know a lot of Blackpool fans will go, but your fans do think it is. Let them think that. You've had rivalries with Preston, but I know you played us more in recent years than Preston, but that goes back years. But we're the new team on the block, and hopefully we'll beat you. And with our current form, I don't see why not. Bring it on.
You are the team to beat at the minute, by the looks of it.
Well, yeah, I would say we are, but with Fleetwood, we've never really been able to get that consistency going. I found we started the season off with 18, 19-year-old centre-half, so we were going to struggle. We brought in Connolly, Mulgrew, and that changed us. It really has. And again, 4 wins out of 5. We're looking good. 4 wins, 2 defeats, and a draw since the deadline ended. Those 2 defeats should have beaten Accrington. We were very unlucky. Charlton, they're one of the best sides in the division. In my opinion, they'll win the league this year. I believe that. But with Blackpool, you never know when we play them. And I hate playing Blackpool, I'll be honest with you, because both clubs, more for so Fleetwood, overhype it, and we freeze on the big occasion.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a game over the weekend because we should have been playing Ipswich, but we'd already brought that forward, so we had a free weekend. So the only football I've watched this week, which we can all talk about, is England. First of all, I think we're going to move on to England. There was 2 games, wasn't there? Ben and I did a sort of a joint live stream on these things. The first one, the game against Republic of Ireland in the week, 3-0. What do you all think? What do you all think?
It's just another one of those pointless games that England look good in. But again, when we play the better sides, we struggle. But good to see Calvert-Lewin score. Good to see Grealish get a start. I thought they were good in what they did. Probably should have been more. But this is the same Ireland team that haven't won since November last year. So it's like they should be beating them, really, in my opinion.
It's one of those stupid ones with England where we are a good team on paper, but when we come against the really good teams, it's like they go cold. It's like they're not up for it, if you know what I mean. Like that Belgian game was so poor.
By the way, can I interrupt?
Go on.
I just reading the chat. You knew I was joking. I just wanted to come and ruffle some feathers. And to be honest, lads, it is so easy. The amount of comments going, isn't it Ben's bedtime? Oh my God, can't believe he said that. Oh, love it. Keep them going, lads.
Football Prime just saying he can boogie, but I need a certain song. I can boogie, boogie all night long. Is it take it from boogie?
No. David Marshall.
So I thought that England played very, very well on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yes, Thursday. Yes, Thursday, and a very professional performance. And then we came to the Belgium game, didn't we, lads? What did you think?
Funny.
I just thought it was a typical side.
Right, delete guest there. Go on, Luke. You're saying. What do you think?
I thought it was the typical performance against one of the bigger sides in they're out there nation-wise. We just can't seem to play against the really, really good nations because we pick people like Kyle Walker, who's horribly out of form, over players that are in form. I don't get it. We pick some that are in form and some that are out of form. Doesn't really make sense to me.
100%, Luke. And do you remember when Southgate first came into the job? And I think one of his quotes was, "I only pick players on form." Now, for me, 3-4-3, right? And I went through this. I'm a Spurs fan. I follow Spurs. And I like wings, don't get me wrong. But people scapegoat Declan Rice. If you look at him, he hardly gives the ball away. He's got a good pass completion rate, but it's not his fault. If they're playing with a 3-4-3, you cannot play him and Henderson together. I like both players, don't get me wrong. If you want to play them together, play him in a 3 with someone like a Mount, someone like a Grealish in midfield. Because I thought Grealish was terrific yesterday, by the way. I would personally go England 4-3-3, Grealish out wide. You want a Sancho or Rashford, Kane through the middle, or Calvert-Lewin. And then in midfield, you need an attacking threat like they had it in the Euros, didn't they, when they played 3-5-2. They had Lingard in there, who was, again, not the best, but he's an attacking player, and he scores a few goals. But get Mount, get Henderson, and get Rice in there, and then play a back 4 of, say, Walker or Trippier, and then Mings and Maguire, or Keane and Maguire, and then play Chilwell. But 2 right backs, he played 3 right backs last time he played Belgium. And then 7 defensive players. I agree with you, Luke. I think you look at who was out of form. Kane's not been great for England of late. Walker's not been good for City. He scored a goal at Sheffield United, fair play. Chilwell been good. But apart from that, the players that are in average form, aren't they?
It's not a typical England team either when you look at it. With the performance we go and do, it's very inconsistent. Like, when you could be really consistent, you could put up a fight against, like, Belgium, and you go, oh, well, might actually go and win that. But you now see a team like Belgium, and you go, yeah, we've lost that already. And that's just by looking at the team sheet. You also think you've lost it because you know the players are just, they're good enough, but they're not good enough on form. And if you're going to stick with that quote, I'll only pick players on form, there's so many other players that are better in certain positions, and he just won't. I don't know if it's due to lack of experience with national team or what. It's really frustrating.
If you've got defensive problems, why are we focusing on playing 5 defenders and playing defensive football? Why are we not playing with more attackers and going forward and taking the ball away from our goal and not leaving ourselves vulnerable?
100%. Like, and that's one question I would like to ask Orgsy. I never got to see the Scotland game. The only bit I saw was, I was going to turn on the pens, but I watched you instead because I felt, go on, and I want to watch you suffer for once instead of me being the one suffering watching a game of football.
Well, that backfired,
So Scotland, obviously, it's a must-win game against a Serbian side. When I asked you off a stream, what do you think you're winning? You go, against Serbia? And you basically said, no way. And then, how did Scotland line up? Did they like with a 4? Did they go and try to just get at Serbia, or were they a bit holding back in the opening exchanges?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I was pissed, mate.
I was surprised Scotland were playing on Sunday. I said in your stream, I thought,
I don't think the Scotland team they were playing on Sunday either.
I know. On the podcast.
I was going to say, did you see the stats of the England versus Belgium game? Did you actually look at the stats of the game? Yeah. England had 55% possession, Belgium 45%. We had 16 shots to their 8. Both teams had 3 on target. We had 5 corners to their 1, and they had 15 fouls to our 8. So does that say that we were defensive in that game?
No, we weren't defensive, but
I thought we were camped in their half for the whole.
But Lee, do you know why we were camping their half? Oh, we couldn't get a ball through because we had no attacking midfielders to throw the ball. Madison can unlock a defence. Someone like a Mount can unlock a defence, but when he's in midfield. So we didn't have the players on to unlock that. And if you're going to play 7 defenders, you're going to find it hard to score in any game. You can keep the ball, don't get me wrong, and keep it clean, keep the back door shut. But any team that doesn't have the attacking players. So Fleetwood, in recent years, the midfield, I think Paul's in here, he'll agree, because he's like, same opinion as me. We never had any midfielders that could unlock a defence. Dempsey, by the way, scored 3 league goals. He was our attacking midfielder. 3 league goals in 80 appearances. We brought in Callum Camps. He scored 6 in 12. So that's a difference of a midfielder. That's what England need. That's what they didn't have. And if England had that last night, it would have been a different outcome.
Were Sterling and Rashford injured? Were they injured for the game?
Rashford was out.
Rashford was out, yeah.
Sterling was. I'm not sure. There's something just come up about that on my Sky Sports, but I never got to read it. Give it a minute.
Sterling and Henderson ruled out of the England national games on Wednesday due to injuries.
Oh, my Liverpool fans. Robertson's out.
It.
Alexander Arnold's out. Gomez is out. Van Dijk's out.
Henderson's out.
Yeah, I never saw it. What was the injury like for Robertson? Because he took a spot kick. He took his second one, didn't he? What was it before the penalty he got injured, or was it after? Go, did you know?
I think he got taken off in normal time, I think.
Oh, did he not take a pen?
No, he didn't take a pen.
Oh, I swear he took it. Oh, I apologise. I thought he took a pen.
Did he take a pen?
And he took the second penalty, I swear. Because remember when you went, come on, Robbo.
Really?
Oh, hang on.
I don't remember, mate.
You want to know about Liverpool's injury problems? Henderson, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent Alexander, Andrew Robinson, and Mo Salah coronavirus. That's all their players are injured in terms. So you've got Salah, Trent, Van Dijk, Gomez, and Henderson all going to be without for left the game. That's going to be a makeshift Liverpool team.
No, Ben, Robbo didn't take a penalty.
Oh, did you? I apologise.
It was Griffiths, McGregor, McTominay, McBurney, and McLean.
I apologise. Thank you very much. I apologise.
It's all good, mate. I couldn't even remember my own name on Thursday night, so. I was drinking whiskey from the bottle. It was just mad. But enough about me bragging about drinking alcohol. It should not be condoned for those under the age of 18.
I've just Ian Barron keeps saying, can I read his message out? I don't know if this is the one, Ian. It's Elmo Pickford was on loan at Darlington before we were made bankrupt in 2011. Is that your message? I can see it. He keeps thinking he can't get his message through. We can see that clear as a bell. Just going back to England game, because I'm going to go on about it for ages because I'm still mortified about it. This was England's 10th defeat in 48 matches under Gareth Southgate, making him the first manager to lose 10 matches with a 3-line since Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Fantastic.
What do we think? Is he the man's taking them forward now, or are we starting to? Are we?
The problem is with Southgate is he got the job and nobody else wanted it. Even he didn't want it. So it's the man who got it now that didn't want it. Who are you going to bring in? The England job is never...
Mike Bassett.
Hasn't he had that one?
Can I just ask a question then? If Gareth Southgate didn't want it, then why did he actually take it in the first place? Why did he actually say, yes, I'll become the manager?
Because he's an FA man. Because he's very much an FA man. He's FA through and through. So if they ask him to do something, who's going to do it?
Yeah, but I think he wouldn't have taken it. He would have held back. I think he might have taken it because it's a job and it's England. I don't think it's the case he didn't want it. I think maybe that he was concerned about taking it. I don't think it was. I agree with Luke on that one. I don't think it was the fact that he didn't want it. Southgate's like decent manager, but there's nobody else better than him. So let's be honest.
It will be very hard to replace him in a sense as well.
Yeah.
Even with his record at the minute, it would be very, very hard to replace him. And who would come in for that job as well, kind of thing? If you look at people who will go for it, would we go down the foreign route, having a foreign manager again? And yes, it's worked in the past, but doesn't mean it'll work this time. But I think right now, Southgate is probably going to keep it because he's still got something there with him, and I don't think he's job's on the line yet.
Although Sven-Göran Eriksson lost 10 in 67 games and Gareth Southgate lost 10 in 48. So people hated Sven-Göran Eriksson, didn't they? So he's not popular at the moment, is he? I don't know what happened to Charles, by the way. I didn't get a message. He just suddenly disappeared. So I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, we lost him.
Go on, Luke.
I just want to go back to your stats thing, Lee. When you're reading out how many shots we had, can you actually remember a shot that we had where the keeper actually made a decent save?
No, because they blocked everything, didn't they? I mean, the blocking was unbelievable in that game. They got so many blocks in that second half. Headed from underneath the bar. When we beat the keeper, there was just so many times they were, they really did defend, like Trojans, didn't they, Belgium? You can't take that away from them. The defending was unbelievable, whereas ours was, wasn't very good. And they hit the perfect free kick, and it wasn't a free kick. It was never a free kick, in my opinion. Never a free kick, even though we should have still defended it better than we did. But it was a great free kick, and we had 2 free kicks in similar positions in the second half and just ballooned them over the bar both times. They were pretty poor. So yes, unfortunately, but we did dominate the game. I haven't watched the Scotland game, Gogsy. So and you seem to have watched it, but you don't remember it. So it's very hard for us to talk about it. You don't actually remember the game.
What I can tell you about the game was Scotland dominated from start to finish. It was a very surprising performance because I thought we'd be camped in our own half pretty much the whole time because Serbia are a very strong side. But we saw a completely different Serbia to what I've seen previously because I've actually seen Serbia play in the flesh and we drew 0-0 with them at Hampden Park. That was back in 2013. But this Serbia side looked frightened to actually take us on. And we just dominated the ball. We really could have been 3 or 4-0 up before Luka Jovic scored in the 90th minute. And we were all like, here we go. It's a typical Scotland performance again, last minute. And we're thinking just what's going to happen in extra time. I mean, Serbia then took confidence from their equalising goal and they came at us in the extra time period and they were all over us like we were over them in the 90. But thankfully we held out and the penalties speak for themselves. They're all fantastically struck penalties. Like none of them. The keeper nowhere near any of them. So it was
he's a penalty expert, isn't he? They were saying it. I think he saved 3 out of 7 or
4 out of 7 before, and now it's 4 out of 12.
It's mad, isn't it? Like I say, great penalties, and Scotland deserves it, and I'm glad for them. I want them to qualify, so fair play to them.
The passion of the Scottish players at the end was superb to see as well, and being such quite a young team as well, and seeing how much that meant to them, and it's just gutting there was no fans in. Because that would have been so much better with fan behind them.
I don't know. I think we
or was that an advantage?
I think because Serbia is such a hostile country in terms of football, I think we used that to our advantage because I think if there had been Serbian fans there, I think that is the fan impact has such a sway on the home team. You see a lot more away victories nowadays than there would have been if there was actually a home crowd in the stadium. Say if there's about 50,000 Serbians, you know what the ultras culture is like in the Balkans. I just think that had just sort of given a bit of a sway towards Serbia, which is why I'm glad that there wasn't any fans, even though I have given my arm and leg to being in that stadium. Yeah, because I would have been there had we been allowed. But,
and you'd have vlogged it, wouldn't you? It'd have been a great vlog.
That'd have been my best ever vlog.
I think what I agree. When I watched Fleetwood the other day, we were 2-0 up. As soon as Bristol Rovers get that goal, 2-1, if there's fans in, Bristol Rovers get at least a point because you get that roar, you get that come on, the fans start to believe, and then it's hard, but with no fans in, they don't get that momentum, do they? And Serbia scoring that last minute, half an hour to go. I do believe Serbia would have won that tie if fans were allowed in, but I'm happy for Scotland.
And some stats for you. Scotland's men have reached a major tournament for the first time since the 1998 World Cup and their first European Championship since 1996. So it's long overdue, and 24 years. But at the moment, Scotland are unbeaten in 9 consecutive games, winning 6, drawing 3. They last enjoyed a longer run without defeat in February 1930.
Wow. Well, we got beat by Slovakia yesterday, but we all forgot about that very soon after.
And what's going on with Christie? Because he scored 4 in his past 5 games, but before that he hadn't netted in his previous 9. So what's happened to him?
I think he's been given a bit more freedom up top because he's now sort of playing in that hole between the front and midfield. I think he's our main attacking threat. I mean, now we've brought in Lyndon Dykes, who's changed nationality because he is actually Australian. We've brought him in, and now he can actually link up with Christie, and they play really well together. And unfortunately, Christie wasn't playing yesterday. Wait, was he? I can't remember. But I mean, I think that yesterday was a very lethargic performance because everyone was still hungover from the Thursday. So we've still got one life left. Like we're still 1 point clear of the Czech Republic in our group. And I mean, if we win on Wednesday, we have one more win to go, basically. And
is it home or away, Gogsy? Is it home or away?
It's away in Israel.
Oh, in Israel. You got a chance against them, though. Surely.
I mean,
you've got a chance to beat Israel.
The thing is, it's our manager that's got us to where we are now because Steve Clarke is a fantastic manager. He is the perfect manager for a Scotland job because we are a team that can't. We're not a team that can go and beat a nation 6 or 7-0. Because that's just not Scotland. We're not good enough to do that. We're a side that sits and parks the bus, will happily grind out a 1-0 win, and it's a workmanlike performance. I know that joke. It's very old up here. Auntie Amy. But
he's not finished. He's only 28.
Yeah.
So why has Lyndon Dykes suddenly become Scottish from Australia? What's the connection there?
He's got Scottish. He's got Scottish parents, and he's basically played until he moved to QPR this season. He was in Scotland for a few years, playing his trade in mainly the Scottish Championship, and then moved to Livingston in the Premiership.
I've just put a post up there from Frederick Abrams saying also one of the main problems for England is we don't have a world-class number 1. Pickford not good enough. Pope, Forster, Butland, possibly Henderson. What do we all think about the goalkeeping situation?
Is that the same Butland who's made howl after howl in the Championship?
That was the same Butler.
That's what he's asking.
Stokes team.
Yeah, and then but for me,
Pope in after his performance on the other night. Would you put Pope in?
Well, yeah, Pope's the best of a bad lot.
Yeah, it's not a great position for us, England, with goalkeeping because Pickford, he's there on merit from what he's done in the past, but he's not a great keeper, let's be honest. He does tend to mess up a bit, and it's one of those things where goalkeeping positions is always going to be that one position where you'll have one great one for years and then you don't have one for ages. And if you're going on the whole kind of he's going to play them if they're going to play for the team, well, Henderson's in a battle with De Gea, and it's and I if he's going to take over from De Gea yet or not. You've got Pope, who I think is a fantastic keeper. I think Forster and Butland, would he actually go down that route just because it's picking championship players? Because it's very rare you get them picking championship players for the England squad. It's always Premiership.
Hang on a minute. I think we've got Doris there. Yeah, we'll just. Mr. Door has arrived. Evening, Door.
Hello, everyone.
Evening, Door. You've missed all the conversation. We've talked about Scotland. We've talked about England.
Who?
We'll just
England. Who?
Who's Scotland? Oh, that small place. That small place.
The nation where your best defender plays.
Remember, Scotland's placed higher than England geographically.
Scotland are also the nation door of your best centre half. So just saying.
And he's straight.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Listen to me. He doesn't want to play for Scotland. He don't want to play.
He's not good enough to fit in the squad.
Of course he is, man. Who's your back four? Come on, talk to me.
I'm just saying now. Scott McKenna hadn't played in each of our last 6 games and we won them. And then he played yesterday and we got beat.
Oh, yeah. He's more bothered about Forest, to be fair. It's all right.
That one 99.
Cheers,
No, go-
lads.
Legends.
So did you watch the England game, Dor? Did you watch
Pardon?
the England game?
Did I? Yes, I did.
What's your thoughts, Dor? Lucky, or were we just beaten by a team just had us in the pocket, really, didn't they, for most of it?
First off, I don't know why we didn't play Sancho, because you're playing Grealish and is it Mount?
Yeah.
Same kind of player. They're not runners. You can't do long balls and they'll chase it. They're not that kind of player to do it. So it would have made sense if Sancho played or something like that. But Belgium deserved it. We were poor first half, okay second half, but I don't know. I'm fed up. I think I'm fed up watching England now.
Well, there's no internationals now till March, so.
Good.
Well, there is one on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday after that,
Tears. Inject those tears.
Just a dead rubber game against Iceland, isn't it? It's just purely playing for pride, which is a shame, isn't it? It's just a shame again.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When you come to Wembley and we batter you, you talk, yeah?
All right, good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you may eat the word though there. I can't see you battering Scotland.
Of course
If we win, it'll be by 1 goal.
Listen to me, right?
What be your toughest game, pal?
Win to Scotland, give over, yeah.
I think it might be it will be a draw or
A
just
single
win.
goal. Like,
Scotland, Lee, Scotland, you don't know. Scotland
Just
is
keep
gonna
talking, lads. Keep talking.
Scotland are playing England, Lee. Scotland are going to come with everything they want, and they're going to be the one going to beat England more than anything.
Scotland, then we've got better players and we'll batter them. Aren't we doing on this?
Wasn't the last time we played Scotland, we got very close to them like winning? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
Kick the ball to fuck, we'd have beaten you.
right. Listen to me, right? Yeah, come on. Now, let's talk sense now. Scotland.
I'm just saying, you didn't beat us the last time you played.
Put in the comments, folks, right now.
David Marshall.
In the
David
comments.
Marshall.
Listen to me, right?
I love it.
Listen to me, right? You've got a Scotland keeper who plays for the Sheep. He's rubbish.
What?
And then,
Sorry, dude, you're drilling me.
Come on, man. Oh wait, where's your mate anyway? Where'd you meet Fraser?
Where's my mate? Why are you asking for Fraser?
Hashtag justice for loudmouth. Hashtag justice
Because-
for Quando.
Why is he got a video saved in his phone with me on it saying I'm not guilty?
No, mate. I'm not
He loves me, man.
Scottish fans will-
I'm the victim.
Fraser, put this in your phone. You are bellend.
That's what I mean. Stephen. It's not me, Stephen. I just want to say, I just said I think it'll be a tough game and Scotland might get something from the game. I think England will win it by 1 goal max.
Ben, please.
Them being the arrogant ones.
Ben, please, come on.
I think
No, I bet you England will not win it by more than 1
Oh,
goal. It'll either be a draw
right. So
or
you draw.
1-0.
No, we are rent-free in your head, pal.
Oh, please, come on.
It's not even 2021 yet, and we're already rent-free in your head.
Oh, right. Listen to me. Right. Hands up. Right. Luke, do you think?
Hands up, it's not bloody Saturday.
Are we back in primary school?
Me, Mr. Door,
Right,
Mr. Door.
In the comments, do you? Right, who do you think will win, Scotland or England? In the comments, come on. This is ridiculous, man.
I have not said, by the way.
Ben, how old are you, Ben?
I think England will win it, but just by 1 goal.
I think
Right. No. No. Come on now. Just go. Everyone needs to calm down. Just calm down a little bit.
Calm down, Dor.
And refocus.
Calm down.
can I just
I'm just sitting in that city in your head.
Scotland. Scotland. It's about him. 1-0 to Scotland is English. Ryan Dunbar's Scottish and he's saying England.
Listen to it. England
5-0.
5-0. We'll batter 5.
So right, we'll watch
if
Braveheart the night
England
before
win
and
5-0,
come down in our hordes.
no way.
I'm with you.
Listen to me. Listen, we beat Ireland for like if
Yeah.
Ireland. Listen, if
Ireland
Ireland.
won a game since November last year.
Listen, yeah, if Ireland plays Scotland, Ireland will beat you like 4-0. So that.
Is that the same Ireland, Dor, who's not won a game for over a year?
Listen,
and they've only scored a couple of goals.
We've not lost against Ireland for like the last 10, 15, 20 years, mate.
Listen to me. Ireland will beat Scotland. I'm just like, oh, no.
Luke,
listen to me.
Luke's got one. Let Luke have a say. What do you think about Scotland, England, Luke? You need a word in.
Get a word in, Luke.
I think it all comes down to what the squad he selects and whether he selects them on performance or on loyalty to players like Dyer and Walker and players that aren't in form. They'll all come down to that. If he keeps selecting them like he is doing, then I think we'll still win it, but I can't see it being a really open game. And that's just being realistic.
No, I think it'll be a tough game, but it is at Wembley. That'll help England. But Scotland are getting better.
Ben,
Scotland,
stop.
Let me. Oh, please, I'm begging you. Can you just let me get to the end of the point?
Oh, come on, then.
Right. So all I'm saying is Scotland. I'm trying to give credit.
Let Dor speak.
No. I'm waiting for Let Ben talk.
Let Ben.
Scotland are getting better. They've got a good manager. They're on a decent run. They've qualified for the Euros. It's their first opportunity in many years. Remember Iceland, when they qualified for the first tournament, they came with England. That's the problem with England. They'll go in thinking, we're the better side. Scotland will come in and just try and win and just try and do everything to interrupt England. It'll be a tough game. It'll be tougher than you lot are thinking.
Right, go on, Gogsy. What do you want to say, Gogsy? Come on, tell us.
No, I want to hear what has to say.
Come on, Gogs there. You talk, Gogs there. Go on. Say you Scotland.
I've done my talking.
Oh, come on. Where's Loudmouth anyway? Where is it?
Why is he expecting?
What?
We need him on to keep the Scots in check.
Oh,
go on, Dor.
Lee, why did you invite Gogs in, man? Because now he's because Scotland's won. They won on penalty shootouts. They're in the Euros. Now they're getting.
Whoa.
Oh, come
Remember,
on.
Dor, we're English. Remember us after we beat Colombia on penalties and we weighed Sweden. Oh my God. Southgate was the one and it was coming home.
I didn't.
You were like, it's coming home.
So before you say anything about winning on penalty, I'm not Scottish. I don't want Scotland to be us. I'm just giving an argument for Scotland because they're a decent. They will surprise you.
Jake, why are you quiet, Jake? Jake, come on, Jake. Jake's too quiet for me. Come on, Jake.
So I basically said I think it'll be a tough game for England.
Oh, Jake, no.
But you've got to remember, it goes on what we pick. If we're either going to do two things. We're either going to go, it's little old Scotland, and they're going to come in.
Yeah, little old Scotland.
Or we're actually going to step up to game. It's that whole situation where you get teams in, say, FA Cup final or FA Cup game where the little team is meant to beat the giant. And they don't because they've got it in their heads. It all depends what goes on mentally. And Scotland could actually do quite well on the mental games here. And this is the big thing with these kind of games. If the media, and we know what they're like, they will turn round and make it so it's Scotland, England. And it could turn into a bit of a mental chess match between the two coaches. And if that's going to happen, Southgate got no chance. He's got no mental game.
Listen to me, right?
By the way, we struggled against Belgium yesterday with the amount of defences. Scotland won't play like Belgium. They won't have the attacking flair. But if Scotland score first, I promise you how hard they are going to be to break down. They'll just defend for their lives, and they're just going to run that extra yard. And they've got something that England don't have: team spirit. They'll run for each other. They'll dig each other out. If one of their players goes and loses the ball, they'll run 6 yards and won't get it back. With England, it's spineless, it's pathetic most times.
I will-
If you lose it, they don't care. They'll go and put a fucking Instagram post up later on that evening, and that's all they care about. Scotland actually care for themselves. It gets to a point where I'm annoyed about England. It's simple as that. England are awful. England, they had a couple of good games at Spain in the Nations League. Oh, but remember, we finished fourth. We finished third in the Nations League on penalties. It's like simple as that. Rant over. Go on, Dor. You can speak now, mate.
Bloody hell, you okay there?
Did you enjoy your cakes, by the way? I like when you let your daughter make them, not help out. And then she's gone,
Are you okay,
I'll help
mate?
you eat them. I'll help you eat them. Bloody
If
nice.
Sancho plays like you wanted him to, Dor, then you've probably got a chance you can use that feet against them.
Listen to it.
But they will come out. It'll be two ways. They'll either come out and they get on counter, or it can be two teams going full at it. I personally, in terms of football match, I'd rather it be both two teams going full at it and see what happens.
No, right, to be fair, right, I get what you're lot saying, but you need to remember we had no Sterling, we had no Rashford, who else didn't we have? We had no. Listen to me. When them players come back, we'll beat Scotland. I'm not gonna. Oh, Scotland gonna beat. They're gonna fight for it. Blah de blah. But listen, it's gonna be 5-0, and that's it. Simple as
No,
You're hilarious, Dor.
5-0 to England.
When are you
Simple.
live at the Apollo, Dor? That'll be brilliant to watch.
I'm not saying all this nonsense about. We'll beat them 5-0. Rashford will score a hat trick, and we'll make him a sir. So yeah, that's what.
Just to Frederick Abraham, we'll be having a phone in probably later, so you want to talk about Blackpool giving Fleetwood a football lesson. I'm not 100% convinced about it at the moment.
In my opinion, I have said this. Blackpool, in my opinion, will beat Fleetwood, but we will finish above you at the end of the season, in my opinion, and there's no doubt in my mind. And I don't. If you beat us, you beat us, but I just hope we go out there and give everything. And the last game, I thought we were both poor, in my opinion. You were the better side. And then when you beat us 3-1, I thought, I'll be honest with you, for large periods, Fleetwood were the dominant side. Blackpool had good moments in the game. They deserved the 3-1 win, but Fleetwood were unlucky. And we never turned up against Blackpool. But who knows? It's going to be an interesting game. But
which game were the dominant side in? Sorry, just refresh my memory on this one.
When you beat us 3-1, in my opinion,
you were the dominant side.
No. Listen to me. If you watch that game back, I by the way, part
game we were watching.
Part of my all right then, Lee. All right, Lee. Do me a favour, like I did. I watched that game back about 5 months ago to reflect on the season and to do my research for the playoffs. Because part of the vlogging, I watched 90-minute games back. First 20 minutes, Fleetwood should have 2 or 3, right? Blackpool, I said, then after they scored, they dominated the play. They had 3-goal lead. When Fleetwood scored again, they were the dominant side. Hit the bar, hit the post. So, those 40 minutes or 50 minutes of those games, Fleetwood were dominant. Blackpool had a period. They did well. They won the game. No argument. But Fleetwood, if you look, they were in that game, a lot of it. And Blackpool, fair play, deserved to win it. Not arguing, but
towards the end, I was getting a little bit worried toward that game. I must admit, you were coming back. I was that goal sort of lifted you, but up until that goal that you scored, I didn't fear it at all. It was just that goal just lifted your spirits. There was that fan that ran on the pitch. I remember there was a lot of trouble and hassle, and
that's pathetic.
I remember that. But I remember that you did pile the pressure on for the last.
That's what Fleetwood and Spurs are good at. That we pile on the pressure.
Ben, good result for you lot, wasn't it, on Saturday?
Brilliant, Dor. Brilliant. 4-1. Callum Camp.
Yeah, I watched it.
Cheers, Dor. I saw you. You were having a little romantic spat with Lisa.
Where is she anyway?
She's in the comments.
I don't get. By the way, I don't get kids' tickets. I actually pay for my season ticket adult price at Fleetwood because it's my club. I want to pay what I should be paying, and
So are we all going to be watching the England game on Wednesday against Iceland?
Nope.
No.
I'll be watching Scotland.
Oh yeah, the more important game. What's that on? Is it?
I'm watching Scotland. They lose 4-0.
Okay,
I tell you what, Scotland. I tell you something. Their national team. They're
rubbish.
low because they're not going to have to pay for their houses because they live in your head. They live in your head, Dor.
Oh, Ben.
Whoa. Can we just
Oh,
say,
Ben,
right?
what are you watching,
Don't,
Ben?
Can I just
What
reply
game you
to a
watching?
comment? Is that when you smashed us, okay? Blackpool Fleetwood. Blackpool possession 34-66. 11 shots to 14. 4 on target to 2. Corners 1-4. So can you tell me how you smashed us, please? Just you beat us 3-1, fair play, but how we didn't dominate that game? Just wondering.
Didn't come across, never came across that way, really, though. I must admit. It never really seemed much in danger, I've got to be honest with you.
Apart from the bar, the post, and the side net, and yeah.
I don't know if you like to talk about it already. As you know, Derby have sacked Cuckoo.
We haven't yet.
No, we haven't.
Derby sacked Cuckoo.
Derby's that Cuckoo on Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it on here.
No,
yet,
we
have
haven't talked about it.
No, I'm just saying. No, who do you think should be a manager for him? I think Rafa Benitez.
That been linked. That's what Lisa just put.
Yeah, Rafa Benitez.
That would be a good sign. That'd be a good Rafa, wouldn't it?
But
Yeah, more.
in I think I saw it on the somewhere that is it. John Gregory.
He's gonna apparently come in and be Rooney's like assistant if he's gonna be like player manager. It's something stupid like Wayne Rooney's gonna have the player manager kind of thing, but John Gregory's gonna come in and be the assistant. But let's remember, John Gregory's been out of football since 2002 in managing circles. When the name popped up, I was like, that's one from the past. Like, it'll be interesting to see what they do, Derby, now, because they're in an interesting position with the whole takeover. Now the manager list. It'll be interesting what they do. Do they give it Rooney until the takeover's done, or do they go and get someone to steady shit like a Paul Cook, or God forbid they even had Gary Monk apparently rumoured for it? But that would
I think Steve Clark should get it. Get a better job.
Yeah. Back to the ball, doesn't it?
Lee,
Yes.
could you put the Tony Hollick comment up, please?
I think we've got the penthouse suite in Door's Head.
With Barton, I'm a big fan of Barton, like you know. I love Nigel Clough. But because Barton's ours, I'd stick with him. But if Clough was available and we didn't have a manager, I'd go for him because he's a top quality manager. What he's done at Burton and what he'll do at Mansfield, in my opinion. I know Luke spoke about how he's already got him organised 1-2 at a weekend. But great manager. I don't want to swap a manager now, but in the future, I'd love him at Fleetwood. He's a
Is he in the
manager.
fray? Is he in the fray for it, Ben?
No. He's now at thingy, but he's. I know he's a big fan of Clough, but Brian Clough's dad was even better. The way he treated goalkeepers and Mark Crossley, because he treated this goalkeeper, Mark Crossley. I don't know if you've heard it, though, at Forest, and he called him Jigsaw.
I'll be to him soon.
He never knew him why. He never knew why. Mark Crossley never knew why Clough called him Jigsaw, and he goes, "Every time the ball comes into your box, you fall to fucking pieces, son." And that's just
Wait. I am going to interview him soon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, door. Honestly, have you seen the Under the Cosh interview with him? Oh, it's class. Honestly, he'll be brilliant.
Soon.
He'll be brilliant.
That's coming soon.
Wow.
Mark
You're getting
Crossley.
some big interviews there, Dor.
Oh, you know what? Let me guys say about Kevin Campbell.
Yeah.
Kevin Campbell, amazing guy.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it?
Mark Crossley, the goalkeeper who scored 2 headers for Wednesday, who came up from the back in one season.
Oh, he was a big lad. He's the only one that saved a penalty from Letizia. I think he scored 48 out of 49. And it was what was the road ground? Was it Dell Street or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then they named a street near that stadium Crossley Street. And he agreed to it. I bet he was thinking, you can name it if you give me a bloody house on it. You know what I mean?
So yeah, Kevin Campbell, he's a really nice guy.
By the way, if
good
you're watching this stream and you haven't yet caught it on Door's channel, it's just gone up, hasn't it? The Kevin Campbell interview.
Went up on Friday.
Yeah, it's a good watch. It is a good watch.
I'm waiting for that interview. If you get it.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Like after
And Brian Roy. You also did Brian Roy, didn't you, as well? Yeah, you got
Brian Roy, David Phillips, Mark Crossley coming soon, and another one, but I'm not going to say who it is.
Okay.
Top quality information.
That's a grabber door, that, isn't it? You're not going to tell us who it is? That's a pretty much of a grabber there.
Not saying no one.
Door.
No clue.
Door.
Hello?
Will I know who this player is that you're not saying?
Like I said, Luke, no comment.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Who's Scotland are? Scotland can't be on the edge of your seat, Cog said no.
Have we all heard about this takeover at Wrexham by Ryan Reynolds at Hollywood? What do we think of this, guys?
Listen to me, right? There's going to be more female fans. More female Wrexham fans. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you think he'll be there to watch the games?
There's talk that he will come to a couple of games. There is talk.
Why Wrexham? Why Wrexham?
They were fan owned, weren't they?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
the races. So you can go gambling at the races.
Because their stadium is called the Racecourse, by the way.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's a $2 million investment to do it.
Oh, Lee, what are you doing?
Mr. Perfect had it again.
What's he? Wait, why is Lee got?
He's on his phone.
Lee, why are you jumping? Lee. Lee.
He's just perplexed at the door. That's why he's done that.
Right now he's gone. Subscribe to Door on Tour. Subscribe to
Gogs there.
Subscribe to Punk. Subscribe to Cod Vlogs and subscribe to Gogs.
You know what, Gogs there? Right, jokes aside, I seen your clip on the Scotland thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scotland national team YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw. This is loudmouth.
Rest in peace, Lee, a fallen soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I'm enjoying the show more than he ever have done. He's gone. I can chill out.
Well, I think we should take over now. Listen to me, right? What does everyone think of Lee? Comment in the comment section. What does everyone think of Lee? He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Right, lads. Let's play a prank on him. When he comes back, we can't hear him, right?
Yeah. Play a prank. No. Just freeze. Freeze. Everyone freeze.
Yeah.
Everyone freeze.
Everyone freeze.
He's not here yet.
Oh,
Where is
We'll
he?
wait for him to come back. We've got 36 watching, by the way, so thank you for them. We've had a lot of watching tonight. Thank you for those.
one serious thing. Do we all think Wrexham are actually going to do anything with this, or this is a
No. It'll take at least 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years just to do something.
Fair play for them having the ball to do it though, because let's be honest, you don't make any money buying football teams.
No, you don't.
So he put in it's probably a good way of like advertising his sodding gin company got or something. He'll just plaster it over the shirts like our owner does.
What do you think of the you do manager then? Jake?
I think it's the right appointment for where we are right now. It's not going to be fantastic football, but we need to be more organised, more solid. And if I'd rather win ugly at the minute than win like playing fancy football, if that makes sense. Where the position
He's good for that. It'll be good for that for a year, but maybe for 3 years.
Yeah, this is the thing people have said. When he first get there, he's great, but when he gets to like the second or third year, it goes a bit stale. You get fed up of it. But also, let's remember, he did do very well at Stoke. When he was at Stoke, he kept them in the Premiership for years with not great football, and the ye old kind of thing of can they beat Stoke on a Tuesday night, on a wet Tuesday night, was basically down to him. I think when you look at what happened at Middlesbrough, he got 5th place and then he was 1 point short of playoffs. And if you look at what then happened to Middlesbrough after that, that was a very, very good season. But if you look what they've gone back to, they've now gone to Warnock, who's a very true tested, very similar to Tony Pulis. The football's not great, but it gets the job done. And I think in the position we're in, we need to do it. In his press conference today, he did quite well to get the fans on side.
Oh, we're all still here.
No.
My, doing this on the phone,
I can't.
and the phone ran out.
I can't hear you, Lee.
Lee?
Lee.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Lee.
Can't hear you, Lee.
You can't hear me?
No.
Oh. You can.
We genuinely can't.
But to be fair, like in the press conference today, he turned around and he made a dig saying, if Sheffield Wednesday get back up into the Premiership, they'll be the biggest club in Sheffield. Right now, we're not. And that's one really good way of getting fans back on side, because fans are not happy with it. There's a lot of fans who have seen this appointment and gone, fuck off, why we got in? This is going to be really crap at what the point. But when you look at the position we're not in a position to get someone who's going to play like sexy football. We just need to win games and we need to win ugly. And we haven't been able to do that. The big thing he's done today, took his first training session, and what's he going to do? He put Westwood back in the first team training situation. But Westwood can't play till January because he's technically not registered with the team. He got out of registration, so he can't actually play for another 6 months. But that might be a good idea just to get his back up to fitness, like shoving in some under 23 games. And it might actually seem maybe sign another contract at the club, because he's out of contract in the summer. And up until Monk throws him out, he's been looking at like getting out the club, looking for a new one. And he had 2 chances to go elsewhere, and our owner blocked it in the transfer window. And I think it could to rival clubs. And one of the rumors he was looking at Forest at one point.
What?
Forest, he was apparently going to Forest at one point. That was one of the clubs that were.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, Westwood, on his day, is one of the best keepers in that league.
Yes.
I think he's
100%.
the best.
He's the best.
And the thing is, what gets
How old
me
is he now? How old is he?
He's
34?
36.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's 36. I think he's at 35, 36. And to be fair, I don't get why Monk throws him out. It was apparently because he got a bad attitude, or he was a bad apple, or something like that. And it's like, yes, he's had that with other managers, and I get it. You don't want to have that one player dominating the dressing room. You want to have it so it kind of thing. But at the same time, when you then look at who the 2 keepers were putting in, Cameron Dawson's a good shot stopper, but he's parried the ball a lot. You look at some of the goals we conceded, he's where he parried it to the striker. And Wildsmith is a good keeper, but he's crap at coming out. He can defend it both better. So I think Wednesday can be really interesting what we do now. It'll be a clean slate for a lot of the players. But like I said earlier, though, God help whichever player comes in late to a training session and Tony Pulis finds out, he's going to rip him a new one.
Yeah.
Well, I watched on the
Can you hear me, by the way?
No, Lee, I can't.
No, Lee. No, we can't hear you, Lee.
What are you saying, Lee? I can hear you slightly, but
Lee, we can hear you do this, Lee.
yeah, we can hear you.
Hello there.
Quick question, right? I don't know. You know what's his name? Michael Stewart, the ex-Scotland player.
Yeah.
I seen on Twitter he said something about McBurney.
Yeah, because he's shite.
He's not, oh no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
McBurney.
Yeah.
Mate, last year against Cyprus, he was 1-on-1 with the keeper, 30 yards away from goal. He slowed down and squared it instead of running on to go and score the goal.
No.
Ollie McBurney in a nutshell for Scotland.
Listen, he's your best striker.
Is he fucking?
Yes, he is. Who's better than him then? Who's better than him as a striker?
You know, in the word striker, they put him up front to get him out of the way.
Ian Barron's asking Luke, were you at Wembley in 2011? Were you there then? Or
No, I've never been to Wembley.
Never been to Wembley.
Forest are one of the only clubs that have not been to Wembley, aren't they?
I've only ever been to Hull's ground and Arsenal's ground as an away ground.
All right, okay. Oh well, that's at least it's a couple. You've got a long way to go to do the whole lot then.
2 out of the 92.
To be fair, Hull ground's a shithole.
Oh, I've been there 6 times. To be fair to Hull, they've got nice pubs.
Yeah, they've got nice pubs, but a shit ground.
She likes one downstairs or something she really likes.
There's one across the road from the Hall Stadium. I forgot what it's called now.
I know the one you mean.
It's like a leisure centre.
Yeah.
Joe,
we
I must say, Oliver McBurney has played 14 times for Scotland, and I've scored the same amount of goals as him.
He's not rubbish. He's not. He's
14 games, 0 goals. It doesn't matter how many times he's been brought on as a sub or how many games he's started. 14 games, 0 goals for a striker. Come on.
Godfrey, do you think Godfrey, here's one for you. Do you think Ollie McBurnie thinks he's the big I am and that's why he's a bit shit?
I don't know.
I heard
Six is starting on Wednesday. That's fine.
I heard what he's going to say. I heard from some few Scotland fans saying it was him and Griffith not getting along.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. But Oliver McBurney is very vocal about his support for Rangers on Twitter. And Griffith is a big Celtic boy. So I don't know if it's anything to do with that. I mean, it's a bit unprofessional if it is.
But let's be fair, Lee Griffith can be a little bit of a cock at times as well.
He's a cock.
I know that. I mean, when Celtic played Linfield in the Champions League, he went and tied a Celtic scarf.
Yes, I remember
after full time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
It's hilarious.
That is mad.
Top class shit, Housley. I love it.
Right, any got questions? Come on, let's get some questions in, man.
Are we doing the phone in?
Let's have a look.
Lee, you're breaking up, Lee.
I'm on the phone. So
you're breaking up more than a relationship.
Lee, why on your phone?
He capture card died.
My capture card
Perfect makes mistakes as well, though. By the way, guys, can I just say,
I've not made a
after
mistake.
Weeks,
it's just not.
He made me
Technology's
spend
let me down.
£400, and now he comes in like this.
Cards, check the go. Check the plug fee.
I don't know how to put. How do I get the? I don't know how to post in the comments on my phone. I can't seem to. I have to put my phone on. That's weird. Why I can't comment on that.
I'm looking at some.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I do agree with that. They both need to go out and get some loan. But the problem is, if you make them both leave, you're not going to have a backup keeper.
See if I can post the link up. Just give me a moment. I'll just go out.
Right, so, wait. Let's ask some questions, man, before to each other.
So, with now you're seeing a lot better football in a sense with Houghton. Do you think you can go on a push now? Do you think you can actually try and get up that table and try and think? Because let's be honest, this championship this year, there's nobody that stand out.
To be fair, if our next game's Barnsley away, and as Luke knows, we've lost to Barnsley twice in a row at their ground, so that's going to be a tough game. And then we've got 2 massive games against Bournemouth and Swansea. It's a massive game. It's going to be massive. Will we go back up to the top 6? Difficult to say.
I think whoever's round where we are at the minute, if they go on a good run, there's a good chance of getting up to mid-table and then pushing on. Because nobody looks solid this year. You look at that. When you're on the championship table, you always know when the teams have come down, you think, yeah, they'll go straight back up. But there's no one that really looks it this year. That's what's making it really exciting. It's one of those ones where you even look at it, you look at what the playoff situation is now. Look at where Reading is. Yeah, they may start fluttering and do a Reading and go further down. But there's no one that looks like they want to go and get it. So I think the January transfer window could be very interesting to see who improves.
You see, the top 6 teams. Like I know, like Derby, they're bottom league, as everyone knows. Even
top 6 is Reading, Watford, Norwich, Bournemouth, Bristol City, Swansea, and Middlesbrough just outside, with Stoke as well.
And I said, you know what? I said in my prediction, Middlesbrough will get 3rd, and the way they play,
players with Warnock. We'll get into players with Warnock.
They'll definitely get players with Warnock because he's a good manager. People can slag him off.
I love him.
I hate him as a Wednesday fan, but he's a very, very good manager.
He is a good manager.
He's a shithouse. That's what he is.
That's what Scotland need. They need him as manager.
No, we've got a very good manager, thank you.
Colin Wanker. Call him Colin Wanker.
We've got Ryan come on as a guest in the chat. Do you want to take this call?
Take this call, quick call, one chat.
Well then.
Don't mention Scotland.
Okay, Ryan's in. Hello, Ryan.
All right, guys. You're all right. You're all right. I'm not going to mention Scotland.
Happy.
Don't ask Doug any questions.
I was. You know how you were talking Wrexham?
Yes.
My question is for each of you: if a Hollywood actor / actress was to own your football club, who would you want it to be and why?
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's a great question.
That's a great.
Luke, you take this, Luke. I don't know.
I don't even know any Hollywood actors.
Halle Berry.
Oh, who's the bloke who played Jimmy McNulty in The Wire?
No, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey take first.
You're getting relegated.
Oh, what?
I took the easy option with Margot Robbie, but
Margot Robbie, that'd be brilliant.
Jim Carrey to take Forrest over.
That'd be interesting.
For me personally, it'd be Vinnie Jones because he's actually played the game and knows what it's like to be a footballer.
That's not a bad shout.
That's a bad shout, to be fair.
Yeah,
the Hollywood actor, you've got Alan Burrows. He's a Hollywood actor in himself, that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Brilliant question, Ryan. I like it. Thank you very much.
Who you have?
Guys.
Tom Cruise. Anybody can do Mission Impossible for me.
Exactly.
What, you want Scientology in Blackpool?
Tom Cruise. Oh, my Tom Cruise.
You know what? It's a great question. Pamela Anderson. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Don't stop dribbling.
Oh, yes.
But for two particular reasons,
To be fair, Doe's not thinking with his head on this one.
I'm always thinking on my head.
that's for two particular reasons.
Pamela, can I get an interview?
No, that was a great question. I like that. Well done.
Brilliant, Ryan. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Ryan.
Jeff out.
Right.
Lee, take that comment down. I can't see my beautiful face.
It is currently 2-1 Portsmouth.
Cody, the big Cody.
Oh, he's
big
always on.
Yeah. He's always on, isn't he? Let's add him into the stream.
One question,
Cody.
Hey, Cody. You're about.
You alright?
Yeah,
What's your question?
Thoughts on England, Scotland in the Euros?
But listen, we're gonna beat him 7-0. Simple.
He's getting fired on and off the park. There you go.
7-0 for England. Simple.
7-0. You've heard it.
5-0 7-0.
2-1 to England.
Wait. Listen, mate.
3-1.
Gogsy, should we do a bet?
Who knows?
Oh, here we go.
Right. Listen, right. Right. Listen. If Scotland score one goal past England, I'll dye my hair blonde.
Right, well, Jake, you're on it.
Huh?
You're good at clipping.
No.
What's the forfeit from City though? If they don't,
If Gogsley, if they don't score the one goal, Gogsley's got to get an England flag on his hair.
Yeah.
Can't be spinning bleep foul.
Yes.
No, that's absolutely not happening.
Why not? No, wait. Listen, the bet is if Scotland to score one goal past England, I'll dye my hair blonde.
I'm not doing any bet.
How about? Don't go
how about-
Scottish flag. You go English flag.
I'm not doing anything.
Gogs says, "Come on, Gogs, it's some fun. Come on."
It's fun, aye. To get a Sassenach flag on my hair, my beautiful perm. No
Gogs,
thanks.
come on.
Don Cody, you were saying?
What I'm trying to say. How about if Scotland go through, right? I'll thinking might get my Scotland flag for the next Scotland game in the Euros. I might do
Your
that.
Scotland flag.
Only
You couldn't sound any less Scottish, pal.
He's won the loo or something. Where is he? He sounds like he's down a big hole or something.
Well, you Australia for all I know.
Oh, that's my thing, you know. But anyway.
In the back.
Good question, though.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's have a look who else we've got in. We've got Football Prime Ginger in next.
Hey,
Godfrey, I cannot go any more hair colours. I've been all of them.
God, yo.
Football Prime Ginger, you must
One
be happy.
question.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing about Scotland and the Euros, and they are going to be England. No, I'm joking.
One question. One question.
Yeah, so basically, my question is: so there's reports of the Euros going to be in the UK. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think they should just keep it as 12 different cities?
Do you want all of Europe coming to the UK? That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want it? Do you want them all coming here at the moment?
Well, this is the thing. There's definitely going to be no fans. Let's be honest. So we're not going to have to worry about
You
that.
think? Nah, it'll be fans. It'll be fans.
I don't think
I
there
think
will
it'll
be.
be fans.
I don't think there still will be. I think
Nah,
we
there will be, there will be.
It all depends on this
There's no fans.
election. Apparently, there's news today of another one that's on the go. So
It all for me, it all depends on if fans are in. If fans are in, just have it all over the place. If not, keep it in England. In a sense. But then it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It all depends on what's going on in the world in terms of politics and
Yeah.
because it's a hard one to pick yet until we know for it to. Because it will be a real kicker if international fans are allowed to go like watch the game, but us team fans are not allowed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so basically, Dor, I know you're saying that England are going to beat Scotland 5-0 or so. How confident are you that they're going to smash Scotland?
Very confident.
No.
I'm very confident.
David Marshall's going to save a penalty, then he's going to pass.
Oh, wait.
No.
Listen to
David Marshall.
Listen, right. Who does David Marshall play for?
Derby County.
So that says it all then. 7-0 England.
Forest.
Take him off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off.
Right, Ginger, you've made your point. Thank you very much. Right, on to we've got. Thank you. Next one is there we go. Another Scottish.
Yeah.
This Welsh.
Lee.
He's Welsh.
Yes, he's Welsh. How are you?
Let's try this again. Right, so I'm pretty good. I'm about to have a rant to everyone here. Right? Firstly, I'm going to rant about Tony Pulis.
Right.
I'm going to rant about Tony Pulis.
Oh,
Tony Pulis, one hell of a bloke. From Newport as well. I think he'll do well to start with for Sheffield Wednesday, but then he'll decline. And Sheffield Wednesday will get relegated, hence me winning my bet. Secondly, I think Scotland could do something against England. Scotland could definitely do something against England.
I said that. Before you have to go to me, I said that.
Okay, I believe you. I believe you this once. But what I reckon is, I think what will happen is Scotland will want something to prove against England. We drew with you before. That was a good game. A very good game. Right. Get another point off you. Maybe even 3. They will be your toughest game. You will win that group. Croatia aren't anything anymore. Czech don't matter. Scotland and England could definitely get 4. Well, Scotland could definitely get 4 points out of that group. They could definitely beat Croatia. And I think they'll get a point against you.
We're going to win the group.
There we go.
You wish. all this hype about England, Scotland. England's going to win.
So, when was the last time a fellow home nation was in your group for a major tournament?
Wales was 4 years ago.
Was it Euro 96?
No, Wales.
Wales
in 2016.
I thought I was talking about Scotland. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. No, yeah, Wales.
Go on, Mark. What's your other rant then? Go on, son.
Lee, to that comment, Dan.
Which one?
The stream yards.
The StreamYard.
Oh right. Okay. Oh God. Hang on, I'll have to put another one in. Just hang on. I'll just do it and then do it. Yeah. Okay.
David Marshall.
Mark, what's your rant, mate?
Mark, can I just say, if your internet connection is as bad as it is with your connection with girls, I can see why you don't get any luck. By the way, that was
right. I'm not gonna bite to that.
That is for you abusing my content live on air last year. So have that.
No, Mark. I'm Mark's best mate. Yes, Mark. Respect Mark. I
am not sorry. I am not sorry. I will not apologise, and I have no reason to.
Can I just say, he called me crap from a YouTuber that uploads 4 times a year of a subpar quality.
I like that being
Christmas only happens one time a year, and everyone loves Christmas. I upload 4 times a year, and everyone loves me. So that's all I'm saying. That is me sorted. Done.
I don't think no girls love you though, Mark. And, can we just bring up the girl in Wetherspoons didn't like you for the way you were drinking your alcoholic beverage?
Ooh. Well, listen. I'm gonna get some popcorn.
I'm still older than you.
And what?
I'm literally older than you.
But I didn't go into a spoons. Have a pint taken off me.
What is your point?
That's a strange flex.
That's like you're saying, "Oh, I'm the oldest one here because he's about 58."
Yeah, you're talking about drinking alcohol. You're talking about drinking alcohol as if it's like amazing.
I love you,
Mark. Destroy him.
I love you, mate.
Absolutely hammer him.
He gets above his station.
Ben, at least I don't go to Portsmouth. At least I don't have to get all my views from Portsmouth fans because you beg for their attention and you really do lick their ass. I'm really sorry, but I'm surprised you're not live streaming their game right now.
Is there a goal?
1 minute.
Is there a goal?
Is that you coming from
2-2 Plymouth?
You getting your most of your views from Cardiff and Swansea fans? Interesting that one.
I'm loving this.
Let's be honest with you. Let's be honest. At least I didn't copy.
My most views are not from Cardiff or Swansea.
You were 2-0 up in one of the games.
Goalkeeping.
Away.
Lee,
and you literally
Lee, I'm just gonna get my popcorn.
Word for word.
I'm gonna get my popcorn, Lee.
Your star crying your little eyes out because you lost. Look at me. Give me
Benjamin.
So before you come at me, make sure you get your own content.
Benjamin, Visa is not gonna shag you. That is it. That's all I'm saying.
No, you weren't even copying Visa.
Visa is not going to shag you, son.
You weren't even copying Visa.
No, I'm saying
Luke,
you are.
You okay, Luke?
You are.
Luke, are you right, Luke? How you doing, Luke? Jake, how you doing?
Yeah, fine.
Is Gogsy okay?
I don't know.
Lee,
I don't
you okay?
know what it is anymore.
What's happening? I'm between these two.
By the way, this is.
Calm down.
By the way, this is only a joke, but because some people actually think I'm being serious.
Oh my God! Oh,
are we going to bring? I've got a few guests waiting to come in. So,
Mark,
happy you, mate.
See you later, Mark. Love you, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Ta-ta, mate.
Bye, guys. Bye.
God, Ben, don't let it.
Here are we've got
Frederick.
Hello, Frederick.
What's going on, Frederick?
How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, no, but
We're up there. How are you?
Right, I've got a question for you. I want to know who's going to win by scoring the most goals out of the 2 games. Either England beating Scotland or Blackpool beating Fleetwood in a couple of weeks.
Ooh. Great question, Fred.
No, but the thing
Because we both know that Scotland and Fleetwood are both a bit crap, don't we?
You'll be.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Whoa. Right. You're a fan, okay. Points in front of you, not too bad. But I have said you'll beat us 1-0 in the last minute. Even though Delfonso and Naniel don't play for you, they'll still score a header that keeps me up at night in the 95th minute. I still think you'll beat us 1-0.
Right, okay. So in that case, you're going for Scotland, beating Scotland by more goals. Oh, no, you're 1-0 as well for Scotland, aren't you? For England, are you?
No, I went 2-1 England.
2-1. So Scotland, I'm going to go for England beating Scotland by more goals as well, because I think they will.
Listen, wait. Stop with all the hype. England are going to beat Scotland 5-0. Please just stop with all the hype, please.
Yeah, I agree with that. 5-0, and then Blackpool are going to beat Fleetwood 4-0.
No. Right, stop there. Fleetwood. Listen, right. Fleetwood. I think it'll be a draw with Blackpool because you can't write off Fleetwood, can you, Ben?
No, you can't write them off.
Let them have their moment. Come to me in a couple of weeks. I'm not saying anything about the game. I'm not saying anything that they can take in clip and bring back to me like I did last time.
You got no.
Don't. Because this gets me in trouble. My voice gets me in trouble. Good luck to them. I wish them luck. Again, it's another Sky Bet League One game that I want to win, just like any other game. So let's see how it goes.
It's all a bit of banter, mate. I wish you good luck. We're gonna beat you, but I wish you good luck.
I wish you good luck, mate. You're a cracking butt, but you're prick. No, I'm only joking.
I remember that next time you come in a troll bout in St. Anne's.
I love it.
All right.
Anyway, lads, see you later. Have a good night. Yeah, take care.
Excellent.
Oh no! I recognise him now. He works in Wetherspoons in St Anne's.
We've now got another sensible caller, Ben Brown. Here. Evening, Ben.
Yeah, hello. You all right?
How are you?
Good. Also, we've got a Derby game tomorrow, so it's a big one. So hopefully, we don't lose.
Kent Derby.
Kent Derby, yeah. Maidstone or Ebbsfleet versus Maidstone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Big one.
Wait, pardon, what'd you say?
Is it a big game for you? That then a big game?
Yes, I'll say that it's our new manager's first game in charge as like a Kent Derby. So hopefully he can start win. The only thing is, like we try to play like we're a Premier League team, but we just give the ball away so much. Like we try to pass it around the back. I'm sorry, but for a German manager, I get what he means. Like pass around the back is kind of good, but when the players mess it up, it gets really bad. And we're like only beating teams like 2-1, where we should be beating them realistically 2 or 3-0, which kind of gets a bit annoying. But in the end, a win's a win, so take it.
Is this because of the new manager, or is this a new manager coming after the manager that was playing?
Oh no. No, this is the new manager. Was it the new manager that came in this summer?
All right, okay. So
he's like one of the third German managers in English football. Might be second.
Right. Fark in Norwich.
Klopp.
No, you have Klopp, Fark, and then you got, and then
what's he called? Ben. What's the name of the manager?
Dennis Kutriev.
And where's he come from? Who was he with?
Tebe Berlin. I think it's like the 5th tier of German football.
Oh, right. So it was a bit from left field, that appointment.
Yeah, it was quite weird as well at the time because we had a manager that like almost kept us up, obviously due to the stupid points per game ratio that's let us go down by like 0.2 of a point or 0.02 of a point even. I was like, why does he leave, or why isn't he not getting a contract? And then I can see why obviously this new manager's come in. I don't know why we've picked for German. It's a bit weird of how we kind of got him because our club actually emailed him, and then he actually thought it was like a junk mail, but then he saw it was actually like a proper thing. So then he was like, okay, yeah, I'll have a look at this. And then, it's obviously he's gone and joined. So it's good. Yeah. Obviously he's not the best at English. So one of the things he can improve on.
What level are you now, Ebbsfleet?
Level 6, National League South.
Yeah, that's it.
Step 6, National League South. So
yeah.
So are you part time?
No, we're full time.
Are you full time? Okay.
Yeah, basically in non-league, like National League South, North, and the conference, or National League now it's called, you can have part-time and full-time teams as well. So obviously you've got like Wrexham, Chesterfield, who else you got? Stockport, obviously.
Are you in
Barrow
Wrexham League?
No, we're the league below because we just got relegated, as I said, by 0 to a point, which is a stupid thing. But,
where are you in the league now, Ben? Whereabouts are you?
I think we're 5th. I think.
Oh,
Yeah, because
you're not doing so bad. You're not doing too bad then with this new
yeah,
manager.
yeah. But the thing is, though, with this, with the playoffs, is they've changed it up because, like, you know, in the League 1 and League 2, you have the semi-finals and then you have the semi-finals, 2 legs, and then you have the final. For this, you have 4th. So 4th gets a home tie to 7th, and then 5th gets a home tie to 6th. The winner of those 2 games, so the winner of 4th and 7th plays 2nd, and then the winner of 5th and 6th plays 3rd, and then who obviously wins that goes into a final. So it's quite a weird way of how they've done it, but in a way, it kind of gives teams a 7th place, a side to get promotion. So it's kind of a decent.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ian Barron's still having trouble with his phone, but we can see you. We can see your pulse.
Yeah, you had a question about Nicky
Hunt.
And I'm just waiting to put it in. I'm just trying to see if I can find it.
You can post it up again. We can't.
Yeah,
we can't. Oh, but that fighting talk here from Tony Hewlett. He says that Fleetwood's been the best side on the file for years now. It's the Lashes Cup final versus the Cods. Wow. Forest best side in the East Midlands.
Yeah.
Derby just to laugh at. Stags to get promoted.
I like Tony. Tony, I like you, mate. Thank you.
He's a Forest fan, by the way.
Yeah, okay, I still like him. Thank you, Tony. We're mates, Tony. I'll buy you. Send me your address. I'll send you a Christmas card.
I get a Christmas card, though.
If you're nice. I don't know if you lot's mentioned a bit.
Thanks for filling us in on the non-league, Ben. Appreciate it. Thanks you.
Dan.
And good luck in your Kent derby. Good luck
Yeah,
in the
hopefully we can go in. All right, see you. Bye.
Fingers crossed. I'll keep an eye out for it.
All right, bye.
Quick question, lads.
Yep.
About I don't know if you mentioned it, Rashford, about the media, the way they've been treating him. What do you not think?
Yeah, it seems a little bit unfair, really, because I think it seems like because he's actually doing something good for a change, media are jumping on it a little bit. I don't know what everyone else thinks.
Listen, we have got the worst English press ever. I don't know what does everyone else. What does Cogsy think? Because he's Scotland. What do you think of the English press?
I don't really think of the English press, to be honest.
but what's the what about Scottish press then?
I mean, our press is a bit awful at times. I mean, they try and include and clickbait the old firm as much as possible, but because like you get stuff like, for example, when David Turnbull, when he was at Motherwell, whenever he scored, it'd be Celtic target David Turnbull scores against this club instead of Motherwell player David Turnbull scores against this club. It's stuff like that. It's always Old Firm biased, but I'm that used to it. Like I don't really care. I don't read the newspapers because I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Positive because
but isn't that why we've all gone and done our own things on YouTube channel because we're sick of the media being shit?
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why a lot of us have got these channels, because we're sick of the media not having a fan point of view or bashing it as a fan point.
Let me tell you something, right? You know, I give you in 5 or 10 years, people like us, like the social media platforms will take over media soon, because
it's already happening.
It's more. It's just more honest. It comes from the heart, and you know when you. The whole thing is more honest than the.
If you look at what True Geordie did with the kickoff, he was doing the kickoff, it was going really well, and then got Soccer AM basically went, "That's a great idea," and they went and copied it and did it on their YouTube channel. And True Geordie literally went, "I've done this already. Why are you copying it? Oh, that's because it worked and your system is outdated. The whole system is completely outdated, and they are slowly. You see more of them doing YouTube stuff, but it doesn't work that well.
It's funny, right? Because when I was doing my, I was doing some content regarding Forest, and then the next day, the Evening Post were doing the same. We're doing exactly the same what I was doing. Exactly the same, man. Yeah, exactly the same, man. Quite a lot of people tagged me on saying, "Door, they're doing what you're doing," and I was like, and I started tagging them, stop copying what I put like yesterday. So.
But remember, Dor, if people like me and you can get 2,000 subs, and he should be.
Oh,
the thing is, it's working though, isn't it?
Bell end.
Do you want to bring? Sharky, come in, or is everybody? We're an hour and 35 in.
I think we've put in everything we need to say, really.
Yeah.
Okay, are we happy to? Is that it, everybody? I think are we all done?
I'm definitely up to having Sharky on longer next week to see his point of view after the international weekend.
And we'll.
I'm back next week. I'm back next week. I'm not working next week, so I'm okay.
I'm gutted. I like today.
Well, it's been a great show, guys. And as I always say, if you're watching this on the rerun, I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe all these channels.
Wait, 1 minute late. Gogs there. You're not getting away with it. We're having this bet. So you don't even try and get away with it. We're having this bet. I will come on your channel, even if that Bellend Fraser is on as well. I will come on it.
He's not. He's a great guy.
He's a Bellend, and that's what he is.
That's slander.
Dogsley getting his lawyers ready for the.
I'm getting my best lawyers.
Listen, you clip it anyway.
No, I will not be going on tour.
I will. I'll come on your channel.
But honestly, lads, on your series, I thought it was a good stream, and thank you to the guys in the comments. You've obviously without the comments.
Sensible callers on, haven't we? No idiots.
Very good callers. It feels weird not to have a dodgy one. And remember, subscribe to Cod's Vlogs, subscribe to Door on Tour, subscribe to Goalkeeping, subscribe to Luke's channel. I don't know what it is. Luke will let me know in a minute. I subscribe to Puncher. And also subscribe to Lee if you've not already, and get him to 3,000. What's your channel again, Luke?
It's called Turkey Talks Football.
There you go.
Turkey Talks Football. Because I always get confused with your YouTube channel and your podcast, so I apologise.
Up the England anyway. Up the England.
Up the England. Cheers. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
Gogs there. Coming for you, Gogs there.
There you go.
Coming for you, Gogs there. Coming for you, Gogs there. Up the England.